Hey everyone, welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're exploring a truly fascinating subject from the mineral kingdom. We're looking at a crystal that quite literally specializes in repairing what is broken. So, let's dive right in and look at the healing threads of Faden Quartz. If you've ever felt completely physically depleted, or maybe you found yourself dealing with a severed connection in your life, well, you're going to find the properties and the specific techniques we're covering today incredibly relevant for your own personal repair.
What if a crystal's own broken past held the secret to your healing? It's a pretty powerful thought, isn't it? Just as we so often need healing from life's fractures and traumas, the Faden Quartz actually has its own highly traumatic yet incredibly restorative geological history. And it's this exact history of breaking and mending that makes its properties so compelling for our own physical and emotional repair. It perfectly mirrors our human journey, right? Experiencing a break and then somehow finding a way to knit ourselves back together.
So what exactly is it? Well, the word Faden is actually German for thread, and these crystals are characterized by these striking, white, thread-like lines running right through them. Usually they consist of joined crystals with this really distinct line passing cleanly through the center. But here's the thing, this thread isn't just a visual anomaly or some fun quirk of nature, it's our core metaphor today. It is absolutely the defining characteristic of the stone, and it's the true key to its unique healing capabilities.
To really understand this, we need to look at its origin. Faden Quartz has a rather violent geological origin story that unfolds in three dramatic steps. First, there are massive chaotic shifts in the earth surrounding the crystal. Second, the sheer force of these tectonic movements actually causes the crystal to snap right down the middle, literally breaks it. But the third step is where the magic happens. The crystal re-heals itself in the dark of the earth. So those prominent white lines we just talked about, they indicate what is commonly called a self-healed crystal. They are literally the internal scars of a healed break. It's a geological testament to the stone's ability to put itself back together under intense pressure.
Moving on to its physical structure, because form definitely follows function here. Many Faden crystals are what's known as tabby quartz, meaning they have a tabular or flat shape. This specific shape is said to be excellent for transmitting energy and thought. Plus, many of them actually have this really unique type of notch located right along the edge. You can use this specific notch as a focal point. You just press it lightly over an area of physical pain, and it acts to direct the healing energy right where it's needed most.
Now, before you even think about using Faden Quartz, there's a crucial preparation phase that you absolutely cannot skip. Faden Quartz are said to be very easily programmed. Because of this high receptivity, the very first thing you need to do when you get one is to cleanse it thoroughly of all previous programs. You want to wipe the slate completely clean. Think of it kind of like a highly responsive computer hard drive. You need to format it and clear out all the old data before you start loading your specific intentions. Once it's cleared, you program it through intention. Simply hold the stone, focus your mind on the specific repair you need, and vividly visualize that intent locking deeply into the crystal.
Okay, so once your crystal is cleansed and programmed, one of its most immediate applications is patching the aura. If you're feeling physically weak, or if you're recovering from an illness, Faden Quartz is said to be a truly fantastic tool for this. It's highly effective at filling holes in your aura and what's called your etheric body. That's basically the invisible, energetic blueprint surrounding your physical body. A really common technique here is to just slowly sweep the Faden Quartz over your body. You allow it to energetically patch those vulnerabilities that leave you feeling depleted or fragile, much like the crystal mended its own geological fractures.
So the real crux of this is how that mending energy applies to our specific human experiences, and it applies in two distinct ways. Physical severances, like broken bones and torn ligaments, and emotional severances, like relationships and communication breakdowns. The unifying theme across the board here is disconnection. Faden Quartz is just a powerfully strong healing crystal that goes to work wherever there's a severing of parts. It acts as a bridge to pull those disconnected pieces back together, regardless of whether that break is in your body or your heart.
Let's zoom in on that physical side first. Because of its intense, self-healing nature, Faden Quartz physically targets and mends bodily trauma. It's specifically cited for aiding in cases of broken bones, torn ligaments, or truly any time there's a severing of physical parts. When you're utilizing this stone for physical repair, try this powerful technique. Place the crystal near the injury and literally visualize that internal white thread acting as an energetic suture. Envision it gently pulling torn tissues and fractured bones back into alignment, providing a restorative, binding thread for those profound physical disconnections. But its capabilities don't stop at the physical body. Let's move into the emotional realm.
There's this beautiful saying regarding this stone. The thread that runs through the Faden Quartz is representative of the cord that connects the holder to another person. That is a profound pivot in understanding how this tool works. Faden Quartz is reported to work the exact same way for relationships as it does for bones and ligaments. It basically treats a severed relationship as a broken connection that simply needs a strong, intentional thread to pull it back together.
And that brings us to actively improving relationships. If you have a rift with someone, maybe a severed tie, a bad falling out, or just a major breakdown in understanding, you can use this stone to mend it. To do this, try this technique. Hold the crystal during meditation and visualize its white thread extending outward from your heart space, attaching directly to that other person. Visualize this connecting cord glowing brightly. See it acting as an energetic conduit that reestablishes a healthy, flowing connection, repairing those interpersonal emotional rifts where things were previously broken and silent.
Now, going beyond just healing past trauma, Faden crystals are incredibly good for seeking out new information that's vital to our personal growth. This stone is widely recognized as a great aid for those who are actively seeking truth. Because of its tabular shape, which, remember, makes it an excellent transmitter of energy and thought, it's actually even been used for telepathic activities. It bridges the gap not just between two people, but between our conscious mind and the deeper, unseen truths we need to uncover to expand our awareness and really move forward.
Which naturally leads us to its role in spiritual expansion. Faden Quartz can be used to significantly deepen your meditative state, and in that deep state of calm, it can bring great insights into the unknown. Remember, these are higher vibration stones. Meditating with them facilitates a really profound attunement with the Earth's energies, which honestly makes total sense given their intense, earth-shifting geological birth. And they also open up channels for communication with higher realms. It's all about taking that connecting thread and reaching upward and outward.
Which leaves us with one final thought to ponder as we wrap up our session today. What broken connection in your life needs a healing thread? Whether it's a physical injury that needs mending, a frayed relationship that desperately needs better communication, or an energetic aura that needs patching up, the Faden Quartz offers a remarkable blueprint for recovery. Its very existence proves that what's broken can not only heal, but it can become a powerful, beautiful conduit for growth. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer, and I really hope this sparks some deep reflection on the healing threads in your own life.